Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode of the Good Cast Show. So today's guests hail from Dewan Belia India Malaysia, an initiative that was founded with the sole purpose of raising awareness on politics and nation building among Malaysian Indian youth. I'm joined by their founder, Mr. Kiran, who is also the happens to be the first PKR member to come on the podcast, as well as Veena, who's the co-founder of DBIM and is also a member of Muda. Both them, their passion drives the organization forward, and their passion for politics and the future of Malaysia. So today we're going to find out the reason why they joined politics, the purpose of DBIM, and their opinion on certain current issues regarding politics. So let's start off with you guys first. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Yeah. Hi, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on. So let's get to it, man. Why did you all decide to join politics? I'll start with you.
Okay. Actually, I joined politics because there was an issue coming up with the matriculation seat allocations for the Indian students during 2018, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
I think after the PH took over the government, and we was all quite unhappy, disappointed with the least seat allocations for the non-Burmese at that moment. So what I did was I did some random video, and that video went viral. And that was the moment I thought, okay, why not we get into the ground and not just doing by some random videos. And because every year there's gonna be some videos about the seat allocations, about matriculation and other community issues in social media.
Of course.
So I felt that these videos are not going to help much.
Okay.
But still, when that time when I did my video about this matriculation, and that year the PH government actually added the seat allocations.
Okay.
So it did cause some impact, but following year the issue
Goes on.
continued. So that's when I felt that I had to, why not let's try it out in
Okay.
politics. So that's how I started my journey in politics. And I also joined, so from there I joined Parliament Belia, and then I was working for a few politicians as special officers. First I worked with YB Stephen Chong and for Parliament Brown. And then I did my intern with YB Teo Ching. And then now currently I'm pegawai khas for Adun Bukit Batu at my hometown lah, in Johor.
Okay.
So
Which is the only PKR.
that's the only
a
don't
very
sit.
lonely seat.
Yep.
Yes.
We actually contested in 20 seats. We
Okay.
managed to get only
One.
one seat in Johor.
Okay, so I'll go to you then,
Yeah.
Veena. So, what are some of the politicians that you looked up to on your journey here, that in politics, maybe statesmen or whoever, that inspire you?
Yeah, definitely. So my inspiration was Tun Dr. Mahathir. Actually, me and my father love him so much.
Okay.
Ever since, he became like a prime minister, Bapa
Yeah.
Kemodernan, we all know. And also, 2-time serving prime minister in our country. I think that is so proud. Also, why I really look up to him is because he has done like major revamps in Malaysia. Twin Towers is there because of him, and Air Asia is there because of him. Tony Fernandez bought Air Asia for like just RM1. That story.
Yeah.
I think that really like inspires me to really like see Tun Dr. Mahathir's hard work and the never give up thing. That's what I wish. I really want to be like him.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, why did you all decide to start DBIM then? What was the reason behind it?
So DBIM we started because actually we found that once I and Veena entered politics, we found that there are least youth representation in politics, especially among the Indian youths
Yep.
currently. So, and a lot of people, they have some misunderstanding about politics. And let's say, because since I'm working with the YB right now, so when people come to me and they just think that an adun or MP, they just have to give out the bakul makanan. It's just all about the give outs that the member of parliament or the adun gives out. But they forgot to think that aduns and MPs are there to make policies.
Yeah.
There's much more issues that we have to voice out It's not just about giving out initiative. I mean, the give outs like baku makanan, giving out these duit sumbangan and all. So we wanted to create that political awareness, and also about the not just the youths, even the whole community. They do lacking awareness of the local council. So that's why we wanted to create some awareness among the Indian youths, especially. Because we do have the Indian community, the youth community do have some NGOs, organizations, but I feel that they are too subtle and they are not ready to come up with these programs that can create political awareness. So we decided to come up with this organization so we can bring in more Indian youths to get more interested in politics.
Why is it that Indian youths are not engaging in politics, you feel?
There are few factors lah. Maybe they feel that they are marginalized, they are underrepresented, and they think that politics is not suitable for them. The majority of in Indian households, they think that politics is a very taboo thing. If you go into politics, you don't have a future. So for me, I feel that politics should be pursued as a career. So we wanted to break the taboo.
Okay.
And yeah.
But if that's the case, then why are those the only reasons that they is there a reason why they feel that politics is taboo, or they feel not represented? Maybe there's no leader who has their voice. I mean, you are from PKR. There's no Indian component party in Harapan. You know, there's no besides Urmei. There's MIPP. There's no another component party in PPN. I mean, are Indians represented enough in politics? You all feel? Maybe I'll ask you, Veena.
I feel they are like not enough representatives. So basically, every time we always see the same faces.
Yeah.
Okay. So there are no like new faces. Below 30, there are only like I think YB Prabha is there.
Yes.
For now. But as for female, I think like none. You know, if we want any like female leaders, like our age category, like we want someone to look up to. Actually, there are like no people except for our ex YB Patu Kasturi. Then after that is like, okay, zero, no one is there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Both of you all have dealt a lot with Indian youth. So what are the main concerns of the Indian youth in Malaysia, particularly when it comes to politics, you feel?
In politics?
Yeah.
In politics, they do want get proper education. They want to get equal rights in politics, in education. That's the main concern. Majority of them.
They want opportunity.
Yes, they want opportunity to be distributed.
They want the seats
equally.
actually.
Okay, which is a fair enough demand.
Yeah.
It's not asking for a lot. Yeah.
Equally, I think this is the issue. It's not just like there for 2-3 years. You know, it's been there for about 20-30 years, and we have been still talking about this issue, and we don't have a solid solution or any action plan that we can how to curb this issue.
Okay.
Even recently, there was an issue when an Indian student, she questioned our Prime Minister regarding the seat allocation. What the Prime Minister actually answered was actually rationally was correct. He was answering politically, but when it comes to people in the community, in the social media, they are not well. They couldn't understand the real concern of the Prime Minister, like how he's trying to tell to the student.
Okay.
So, yeah.
But both of you all come from two different political parties.
Yes.
Is DBIM siding any side, or is it neutral, or how can it stay neutral when its founder and co-founder are from different blocks?
No, that's what we wanted to create. We wanted to create representation, an Indian representation, because we wanted to create something for the Indian community, you know, Indian youth community. So we don't want to see any political barriers there.
Okay.
I don't know about maybe before this, I don't know if there was any such organizations, but we wanted to create some revolutions lah.
Phew, I love it. I love it. Very left. I like that. I like that. Revolution. So, do you think that I'll ask you, and then we'll go to you because
Okay.
your party president is now the prime minister. So, do you think that the Madani government has done enough for the Indians in Malaysia up to now? Be careful. Your president might be watching.
To be honest, we are still new. We are still
Okay.
new. It's just I think 3 years or 2 years I think if I'm not wrong. So there's a long way to go because when it comes to if you amending or coming up with new policies when it comes to Indian community, there's a lot of things that we have to do lah. Because Indian community, we are bringing a lot of new initiatives, but when it comes to enforcement, there is some
Not there.
issues.
Okay.
There's some issues.
So I'll ask you, Miss Muda, what's your
Muda.
opinion on
Wow, I
the
love
Madani
that.
government?
Opinion on Madani government is okay. They are trying to make the reformacy they said earlier. To do everything. The what do they say? The policy they were talking about, right? Just that I think they are taking really so much time till the next election is going to come soon already. So maybe he should. Okay, now as in the Mitra is under the Jabatan Perdana Menteri, right?
Yeah.
Because of the internal fight which is going on among our Indian leaders, which is really not nice to see, as as the youths. So what is important there is unity among our Indian leaders first. They should work together so that whatever plans they make will come into action.
Okay.
Yeah. And we can see that being executed in a very well-mannered. Yeah.
Okay. Now, you guys brought up a very interesting topic in our early discussion. You talked about how caste plays a role in Malaysian Indian politics. So maybe I'll get you, Veena, to let me know how does caste play a role in Malaysian Indian politics?
Okay, castism. Okay, I'll just give an example. Like in our own DBIM itself, so there are a lot of like
Factions.
yeah.
Well, you're already becoming another MIC, is it?
No, it's not.
No,
Actually,
so-
we wanted to. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
So actually, we wanted to bring up this castism thing in this discussion because something happened to me
Okay.
when I got elected in Parliament Belia for Lantikan Menteri. There was a specific caste group. They actually invited me to their caste organisation, so they can feel proud that I'm one of them.
Okay. What caste is this? You want to mention?
I cannot mention
Hey,
that
come on,
because
come
I'm not into this casteism things and all.
Yeah.
So I don't want to mention it. So that's when I felt why there is because in Malaysia I think we are about 11% or 7% I think
Now
Indians population.
last already I think 6%
Yeah,
now.
we're only 6.6
So why do we
million
have
plus.
this casteism thing? Like, you believe or not, there are caste organizations in Malaysia.
Yeah, definitely. In MIC, it's very well known. They have different. They have the Telugu block.
They are registered
the-
NGOs. They are
Okay.
registered NGOs in Malaysia, and they do help. They do organize programs among their own caste. So these kind of things, they feel that this specific caste could decide the whole Indian community's political representation.
So in that case, as president as founder of Dewan Belia, why don't you, if you want a revolution, why don't then kick out these people who are practicing the caste
Yeah,
system
we
and
actually
set
kicked
next?
out.
Oh, you kicked out?
Yeah, we actually kicked out.
Yeah.
We said no.
Fantastic.
We said no. We said no. We
It
said
was
no.
a big drama actually.
Yeah.
So you kicked out these people who are practicing
Basically,
caste
the
system,
group chat we kicked them out from the group
And
chat.
not from the party. I mean, not from the
Not-
association.
yeah, from the association as well. I mean, they actually joined together in the program
Yeah.
as a participant. So they actually demanded something like that. We have to mention this casting because we have already.
My goodness.
Yeah.
It's like they
it
even
was,
created a separate groups and all.
Yeah.
So it was quite difficult for us to.
and it was very shocking for us. Whoever demanded that was youths.
Yeah.
That's what shocked us.
Okay.
So and And then even after I become pegawai khas for this Adun Bukit Batu, there were some caste NGOs as well. They came and asked for allocations with us, but I strictly said no lah. And I also advised to my YB, because my YB is Chinese,
Okay.
so he would never
would
know
understand
what
this.
what
It's like,
this
what's wrong
caste
with
system
Indian
and all.
people? Yeah.
You know, but in Chinese they do have these groups, several groups.
Yeah.
They do have these family names and NGOs and all. So he thought similar like that, but in Indian community it's not like that.
Yeah, yeah.
There's some lower caste, upper caste, middle caste.
Yeah.
So I said to my YB, no YB, these allocations government has allocated for us to help Indian community without caste barriers. Indians, we just categorize them as Indians. Whatever program that we do for the Indians. No need to give to the specific caste NGOs and all.
Okay.
So I did my part when I'm in the ground level lah.
No, fantastic. I applaud that you kick them all out. That's a very strong
Yeah.
statement. Very strong statement. But I mean, before we go to the next part, just want to get your idea. So, do you think that the current crop of political parties in Malaysia, the Indian political parties, are actually doing enough for the Indians?
See, they're doing their best, but I think that it's not enough yet.
You really think they're doing their
Yeah,
best?
so because we haven't seen anything remarkable yet. Even for the Mitra thing, I think today only they came up with this.
90 million plus, is it?
Yeah, but the
allocation. I think,
the
if not
allocation
mistaken.
have been ditangguhkan. It has been because the NGOs who can apply for the grant and all, the timeline have been ditangguh.
Tangguh lah.
So, and yeah, and I think but during Datuk Ramanan time, I think we have done a lot of things for the Mitra, and he have all this auditing and all. So
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems to be the only one who's doing things very quickly and very effectively, I feel.
yeah, I felt like that lah.
Yeah, I feel
but
like that,
now
definitely.
I think it has been slowed down a bit.
Maybe the internal team, they are
Yeah,
not
internal.
really strong.
The internal issue.
So when I saw their office, actually, I saw in the picture, it's like just like a very small shop lot, and there are few staffs in there. So I think
I've been told that it not enough funds for Mitra.
Really?
I've been told.
Not enough funds to operate?
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
they're given 100 million, right? Oh, but that's for the
The
allocation.
100 million is only for the
Allocation.
allocations, only for the Indian community, for the usage.
So Mitra
For
doesn't
the
have enough.
operating costs, I don't know. I heard that the funds are not being enough. I mean, not enough being channeled.
Uh-oh. You are now putting a target on you now by admitting this. So
It's a truth.
So it's
actually.
well
It's a
but we
truth.
were planning to work together with Mitra as well.
Yeah, we
Okay.
actually wanted to work together.
Since
with
we had
Mitra.
the team and all.
so how would you work together with Mitra?
Because a lot of people, they don't know what's going on with Mitra, even though they actually post about these initiatives and all. Like we become their platform for social media and all, because we
Yeah.
do have a large followings in social media, because right now everything is social media.
Yeah, definitely.
So we wanted to help out Mitra in regard whenever they come up with this any initiatives, we'll post it in our social media. So we'll just spread it.
Okay. So let's get to the next topic, which is the gender barrier issue. And of course, Veena, I think this is a topic that you are very passionate about.
Yeah.
So why is there a gender barrier for Indian women in politics? Or at least before that, let's go with this. Why do you think there is a barrier for Indian women in politics?
Okay, first and foremost, I feel the barrier begins at our home. So
Okay.
family itself, actually. So I'll just say an example that
Please.
happened at my own home.
Okay.
So basically, my father and mom were like against of me participating in the politics.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But still, I am engaging myself in this groundwork and this platform, Dewan Belia India Malaysia and all.
Okay.
And also, yeah, participating in Muda's activities whenever I'm free.
Okay.
So these all began during the pandemic.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I got my interest to join this Parti Muda. I saw in social media, okay, Syed Saddiq, blasting about this youth-centric politics. So any youth interested can join. So that's when I was scrolling through, everyone was stuck in the house. So I wanted to join in this Muda and get myself engaged in this groundwork, get to know more about the process and all. So I just applied and all, and I got a posting in Muda Johor, the state committee.
Sorry.
Then from then on, it was like a roller coaster ride for me. Dad and mom saying that, okay, Veena, I think best for you not to engage yourself in this. It's a bit, I don't know what other like dangerous things might come and all. So, but then still
You what? You went on.
Yeah, I
Okay.
still went on to participate in the politics and all. Even though there was no family support and all, but I have like a huge friend circle and my
Your supporters.
supporters as well.
So I'm just curious, listening to both of you, why did you all go ahead and join existing parties and not form one on your own?
Okay, I have to. Actually, we was advised by one of the senior Indian leader, that we actually should form a party with DBIM.
Okay.
So, but what I felt was we already have enough parties. We already have.
Yeah, you do
Enough
have enough
political
parties, but not
parties.
anyone is as impactful as maybe say Hindraf was before or BN was before and all that.
But we was lacking of funds and also experience,
Okay.
because to form a party, to form a political party is not something very easy. Even Urime is not getting their
Yeah.
application approved, and we was just a bunch of youths, and I myself, I didn't wanted to focus on a specific. I do in terms of politics. I didn't wanted to focus a specific youths only, youth community.
You want to focus on everyone.
I wanted to focus on everyone. DBIM was started because there was a concern among these Indian youths regarding politics. There wasn't enough awareness about politics. What politics will be able to do for their community? What are the opportunities politics can bring to them? Because right now, Indian youths, most of them, when I meet them and I share about politics with them, they just brush me off.
Okay.
Aku ada kerja lah. If I go to Singapore, I can earn more. Why I have to follow you in politics? Why do I have to care about this? It doesn't do anything. It doesn't relate to my life. These are the comments that I get normally, but they forgot that politics are the core thing that actually decide their life.
That's true. Policies and all that.
Policies and all.
Definitely.
That policy is going to make an impact on their lives, but they fail to understand that. So this is why we wanted to start DBIM lah. And initially, when we wanted to start DBIM, we had a lot of volunteers, YBs who have supported us, like YB Prabha, and then YB Kumaresan, few from PKR, even from BN also. PSM also got supported us.
Yeah, I
We
saw
actually worked
the youth
together
leader
with
was there.
all the political parties. We didn't want to seem like we are sidelining one side only. We wanted to be seen as neutral. No matter which political party comes to the government, takes power, we actually, if there is any initiatives, any good things going to happen to the Indian youths, Indian community, we'll definitely support. No matter PHBN or PN. So that's what we wanted to make DBIM.
But what's your vision? What's your long-term vision? What does DBIM aim to achieve?
We wanted to one is we wanted to create main thing is actually we wanted to create some political awareness among the Indian youths, and then we wanted to become the platform to the Indian youths when it comes to politics, and if they don't know anything about politics, and we become the platform with the government to share the initiatives that has been done to the Indian youths.
Okay.
And also we wanted to become the change makers,
Okay.
the Indian youths. Yeah.
Now, I'll get back to you because you were talking about women in politics. Do you think there's not enough women in parliament at the moment?
Yeah, I feel there's not enough women. only like around 30%, if not mistaken. So, and then the majority of them are men. Yeah.
And I've always wondered, because recently there was a MP who also said the same thing you did, the past MP,
Yeah.
who voiced out that said that the election rules, they must add provisions that every party must field a minimum of 30% female candidates. Otherwise, they can't be allowed to partake in any election, right? Do you agree with that?
30% of female.
Yes, that means in any elections, general elections, each party must field among all their candidates, 30% must be women. And if they don't feel that 30%, they can't take part in any election. They can't take part in that election. That was what was mooted. It's not really. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think I agree.
But again, I just want to ask this. Do you think that the focus should not be the gender of the MP, but the capability?
Yep.
Because I think I made a video about this as well a while back after reading her thing. Because if you look at people like Benazir Bhutto, Indira Gandhi, Margaret Thatcher, and there's many other leaders in the past, especially like even locally, we have Tan Sri Rafida Aziz and all that. They didn't come up with a 30% quota. They came up because they were really good at what they did and the cream of the crop rise. Right? So do you think that this focus on the gender affects the quality of that MP?
Yeah, I feel more females have to be in the parliament.
Okay.
Because we feel, we lack the female voice there. It's not like loud enough. So on certain matters like about, let's say about Kementerian Wanita and all, so I think if they put in more female MPs would be more better, because these kind of things, female are more like, they know what they're dealing with.
Okay.
No, sorry, you mean what they're dealing in what sense? Like they can relate to the people, or you're talking about just particularly women issues?
Women issues mainly.
Okay,
Yeah.
understand. So, I would like to ask you all this. You guys are young people in politics. Definitely, you are idealistic. Definitely, you have your plans, what you want to do, which is very nice discussion point. So, I'll start with you. If you became Prime Minister, what would be some of the reforms that you would want to implement in our country?
Can I be the Prime Minister?
We've had Indian Prime Ministers before. We had.
If yes, you mean what I will do for the Indian community, or
General in the country.
Generally.
Yeah. But never mind, since you're right, since it's Dewan Belia India Malaysia, this is your 3rd year anniversary. So what would you do for the Indian community?
I would actually I actually didn't think about being Prime Minister. I haven't think about getting in frontline politics actually.
So you don't plan to get into frontline politics?
Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah. But if I become the Prime Minister of Malaysia, what I can do for the Indian community is I will actually help them out in education. Because education, I feel that education is the key, and it will be able to help them to get more knowledge.
Okay.
And it will help them to sustain their life. And I won't practice out by giving these give-outs, like baku makanan and all. I will actually do good things for my community by coming up with good policies and identify the issues that mainly concerns them, and also but not just for the Indian community as the whole, for everyone. Every Malaysians.
Correct. So I'll go to you, the first female Prime Minister of the country. What would you do? Wow.
When I hear that, it's like I'm getting goosebumps now. But I'll say my answer. Okay. So first of all, as a whole, to be equal to everyone, I would cut off the, when we get houses and all, Bhumi Putras get the discounts and all, right? So, ban that first, because there's no equal equality there.
Well distribution, equal.
Yeah, well distribution, equality right there. So that has to stop first. Whenever you get house, just everyone gets the same rate. Okay. That one. And for education, okay, whether you want to education equal for everyone. There's no like, okay, if we want to further our studies in the medicine line and all, there's like a different rate for private unis and government.
Yes.
So maybe that shouldn't be practiced. Thirdly, I would say establish more vernacular schools actually.
Okay.
That reason is because SJKC, SJKT and SK are very important in Malaysia. The reason why we need to establish or build more vernacular schools is because we need to stress the importance of mother tongue in our country. Malaysians need to know that mother tongue like Tamil, Chinese and Malay, Bahasa Melayu, these three languages are important here. So all our child here have to it has to be like maybe this one
They do have to get to know about their mother tongue.
a compulsory set a compulsory thing for them to learn
For all
their
students or for, let's say, Indians must learn Tamil? Is that what you're saying? Or that means every student must learn Malay, Tamil, Mandarin? Or what do you mean?
no basically like Indians learn Tamil, then Chinese learn their own mother tongue Chinese, then whoever interested they still can go to other schools and pursue or take
No, but in that sense, we can actually follow the Singapore education system. If the mother language is very important, we just do a same school for everyone. We don't have SK, SJKT or SJKC.
you mean
But-
sekolah wawasan?
Yeah, we implement sekolah wawasan. Sekolah wawasan. We can implement that. And
I agree with that. Yeah.
we can actually make them to learn their mother tongue there. If mother tongue is the most important, so if you see for an example,
Yeah.
I do have this conflict of interest. What you said just now lah. Let's say if a student she's into a Chinese school and she just knows how to converse in Chinese. What about the national language? And there are a lot of youths and also adults who are not still well versed with Bahasa Melayu, which is
I
our
think
national
bahasa
language.
kebangsaan is one of the compulsory languages to be taken.
Yeah,
Good for
I'm
exams.
actually I belong to a vernacular school. What I actually learned was even during this Bahasa Melayu class, the Bahasa Melayu class will be conducted in Bahasa Tamil.
Really?
Yeah, they will actually, because they will directly translate into Tamil words, so the students can understand very easily.
Oh.
So they are not getting direct direct understanding about what Bahasa Melayu and all, And right now the education system in Malaysia in vernacular schools, they are studying science, mathematics and other subjects in their own mother tongue. And when they attend to menengah, they have to change it
They
to
have
the
to have
new
that 1 year.
new language. So
yeah.
they do have this language barrier, and also they will less likely to be to get to be friend with the other races, and that's how our unity is getting fragmented.
What do you think of the idea that every citizen should learn compulsory to learn Malay, English, Tamil, and Mandarin?
No. I feel that only we have to give importance to our national language and also our mother tongue language.
Not English.
English, it's a universal language. If you want to learn, it's up to you. Yeah, I feel like that, and I feel that.
So you feel that the key focus should be national language
Yes.
and mother tongue.
Yep.
Then Indians won't be competitive. We can't go work in private sector. We can't work in foreign
Yeah.
MNCs.
Because they don't know English. Because English is still being taught as a subject.
No, yeah lah. So what I mean is like it must be compulsory lah. So Malay, Mandarin, Tamil, and English are compulsory subjects for
Yeah.
every Malaysian.
Means that even I'm as an Indian student, I should learn Mandarin.
Yeah, why not? China is taking over the world. You can.
Okay, but yeah, makes sense. But
But your focus is
I don't know about the. I'm not sure about the feasibility of that lah.
Okay.
We can discuss here.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. So now that you guys, you did mention that because you guys, it's been 3 years since you started DBIM, and you did mention that there were some trials and tribulations in the start. So what sort of journey did you all go through? What sort of hardship you all faced in these 3 years?
Okay.
In terms of volunteers, actually, because we are not, we don't have enough funds to run the organization.
Okay.
So we couldn't pay up any incentives or tokens for our volunteers. So we was lacking of volunteers sometimes. But still, we do have a team who will always work for us, like who always do the work for us and all. Do the promotion things, the poster things, and come up with new ideas, initiatives, and all. And another thing was when we actually brought up this idea of DBIM. At first, I actually gathered up few youth leaders all over Malaysia to discuss about this feasibility, like how we can actually take over this organization and run it for a long term. And suddenly, all of a sudden, we actually received a call from another organization which was established in Malaysia for so long time. They actually wanted to bring this organization under them and wanted to take credit for that. Like, I cannot mention the name of that organization lah.
Is it an Indian organization?
Yeah, it was an Indian organization. They actually
Their
forced
colors
us.
are green, is it?
No. But maybe somehow it might be related to that.
Oh, you're talking about Putra.
No. It wasn't a political pact. It wasn't a political.
right.
It was an NGO. It was
Okay.
an NGO under government actually.
Okay. I'm curious about both of you because you all are young people in politics, and it's always nice to have a conversation with you all. But I just wondered, I've asked this question before to older, more elderly people. I'll ask you all. So I'll start with you, Veena. If you
Okay.
had a choice to become, since you've said that you cannot become Prime Minister, okay, fair enough, fair enough. But if you got a chance to be a minister, which portfolio will you take? Which ministry would you go for?
Ministry portfolio. Wait. I think Ministry of Youth and Sports.
Youth and Sports. How
Yeah.
about you?
Ministry of Unity.
Nice. I want to get back to DBIM. So, in terms of now, whatever issues that are plaguing the youth of this country, what do you think is the reason, or I mean, which are the issues which are the most concerning for you, besides education, as you mentioned earlier? What are the issues that are plaguing our
For
youth?
the youths or the Indian youths?
Indian youth.
Indian youths. Employment.
Employment is tough.
Employment. They're not getting jobs, and most of the I'm from Johor, so most of the Indians who are in Johor, they always work in Singapore.
Okay, because they can't get a job in Johor.
They could get, but they are not getting enough salary there.
Okay.
The salary is not able to support their family, so they just go to Singapore. Even graduates are going to Singapore for cleaner works. I have my friends who are graduate, got degree, diploma. They work as cleaner, security guard in Singapore just because of the salary there.
Yeah. Underemployment is a huge problem in this country. Yeah. So, Veena, before we wrap up this discussion, I want to get your view and your final words on DBIM's objective and your objective, especially in politics. So, what do you want to achieve in your political journey?
Okay, as for me, just very simple. First, I really want to gain experience, whether on the ground or by just doing volunteering service and all. But for now, I'm in Dewan Muda Johor, one of these program organized by Johor government, where we can engage ourselves in policy making and all. Actually, even this week, I'll be participating in one of the conference.
Okay.
We'll be going back to Johor actually. But mainly my objective is to just engage myself more, work with work with any MPs or aduns, gain my experience first. Maybe before having any chance to contest in the election.
Nice. I look forward to that day. Very nice. Very nice. How about you, sir? What I won't go about your political ambition because you've spoken about that already. You want to become Prime Minister, okay? So, but in terms of DBIM, I want to get your thoughts because just your closing remarks and what would you like to tell the audience about DBIM? What do you hope to achieve? Sorry.
Okay, DBIM.
Yeah, what do you hope to achieve with DBIM?
I hope. Okay. It's been 3 years in DBIM. We have started DBIM together. I, Veena, and few of our friends. So I hope that DBIM will continue to champion Indian youth's issues and also become a change maker when it comes to policies. And I hope that the current government and the upcoming governments who will take account of the importance of Indian youths,
Definitely.
and DBIM will be part of it whenever it comes to any action plan that the government is planning for the Indian youths or the Indian community.
Okay.
So I hope that through DBIM we can create more Indian politicians and we can be more well represented in the Malaysian Parliament.
And if I wanted to join DBIM, how do I join?
You can actually we have closed our registrations.
Oops, okay. Too
Maybe
bad.
for the sukarelawan thing can lah.
Can.
You can become our volunteers, but since now we are having few plans.
Okay.
I think this year we actually conducted a parliament tour for participants. We
Yes, I saw that where you pinned our Prime Minister.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
That was
Parliament
the moment of pride for DBIM.
Yeah.
I wasn't there actually.
Yeah. Our founder wasn't there, but
Yeah.
I was the one who
Okay.
ran, dashed.
Yeah, and I saw he told you to relax. He said relax.
Yes.
Yeah, obviously. Okay, so that means they can join as volunteers.
As volunteers, and we are planning few other initiatives. We are trying to get connected with few MPs and ADUNs, and then we're planning to do an internship program
Okay.
Yeah.
with the MPs and ADUNs. We're still in talks with the MPs lah.
Nice, well done. And I wish all.
There's a lot of paperwork to do.
Yeah.
that's
It's a
right.
lot of work. Yeah. So I it's been a pleasure speaking to you all. Hope to have you all again on the podcast, and we can discuss. Maybe bring some of your members as well. We can
Yeah.
have a
Sure,
roundtable
definitely.
discussion on other topics. It's been a pleasure. It's been very nice to meet young people in politics and who have such ambitions. And I really admire what you all do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just wanted to add on something.
Yeah.
The thing you were asking me regarding the objective, right? So I want to mention here that with power, with voice, power, and position, you can become a strong, independent woman and champion your rights in politics.
There we go. All right. I can't wait to see when you start taking part in your own elections and see you as MP in Parliament,
Yeah.
going head to head with the opposition. I can't wait for all that. So I wish you all the best. And that's all we have for you all today, folks. So we'll be sharing the links of DBIM on the video description. So if you guys want to join them, join their volunteer program, they got many great ideas and great programs coming up. Just click on it and get in touch with them, and you can find your way into DBIM. So as always, please like, share, subscribe. Thank you guys for coming on. And
Thank
thank
you
you.
so much.
And
Thank you so
please share
much.
your comments and your support to them, and we'll see you all soon. Bye.